Crypto plus DeFi turned me into a multi-millionaire, and by the end of this bull run, I fully expect to be worth 8 figures plus. This video is going to explain the framework, the way that I see investments, decisions, just how I navigate life to give me the edge. So forget about crypto DeFi for a second. By the way, I'm not bragging about making millions or that I'll have an 8+ figure net worth. I know a lot of people with 9 figures plus. Your life doesn't get any better, but it is a measuring stick. It's a game, and it's a fun game to play. I think we all want to be worth more. We want to have more resources because then we get more options. We can choose what we want to do with our time. We can give back in bigger ways. We can help people in bigger ways. To me, that's the whole point of it. But I also really like the game. I like the investing game. I love the business game. I love waking up every morning and being challenged by new situations, by new challenges, by new dynamics. Like, to me, that makes life interesting. It makes it fun. Now, that's just me. Maybe that's not true for you, but I do think we all agree that we'd all like to be worth a little more, even if we want to donate that extra to charity. And this framework, this idea, when I started embracing it and applying it, because you can know, but if the results in your life don't show it, then you don't really know it. It's an idea, it's a concept, but you don't fully believe it, you haven't fully applied it. I knew about this concept or this idea in my 20s. I never really applied it. So I didn't know it. Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is doing. We must apply, and I really hope by the end of this video you're sold on it. I'm really trying to sell you on this idea. Asymmetric bets. The point of the game is not to make as much as possible, get the highest return, take on the most risk, try to turn $10 into multi-millions. That's not the point of the game. Especially in crypto, it's easy to fall into that. It's placing asymmetric bets, but you can take this and extract it and apply it into every area of your life. Every time you're making a decision, because you're not always going to be right, by the way. I'm not always right. In fact, I'm wrong a lot. I miss a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. I'll be first to admit it. But I ensure that I'm hedged on the downside. If I make the wrong call, if I make a mistake, it's like heads, I win big, potentially life-changing. Tails, I lose small. And I want to flip that coin consistently with every decision I make. And so I remember seeing crypto and DeFi. I remember learning about the blockchain, learning about Web3, learning about Bitcoin, reading all the white papers, getting obsessed with it, and saying, hey, I can place this bet. I'm not going to chase the crazy, oh, you can 100x your money. I'm not going to chase the memes, although there's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I saw an opportunity to place a bet. That bet helped me make millions of dollars. And by the end of this bull run, with the way I'm positioned, I fully expect 8 figures plus. To me, that's my whole family is set up. My extended family is set up. It's life-changing. I can choose what I want to do with my time, buy stuff I want to buy, help out in ways, and spend my time, devote my life to doing things that actually matter to me, not just for more money. That to me is key to feeling deep sense of fulfillment. And I saw an opportunity, and there's still a massive opportunity, which is why I'm in the game. You bolt on DeFi for cash flow to help you actually improve your asymmetric bet and hedge against the downside because you're building a portfolio with yields. Let me know if anything lands, by the way. Make this a two-way conversation in the comments. You're using those yields to build your treasury, your bull run bag, ultimately increasing the upside potential, decreasing the downside. You're hedging your bet because you're creating yield and you're not actually on-ramping more fiat. The odds consistently get better in your favor when you have the two together. They're not separate, they're together. And the potential upside far outweighs the downside, but I will say this. If you see some kind of meme or you see some kind of, something that's popular, something that's pumping, something that's everyone's telling you to get into, and maybe you see a pool or a position that offers you 50% or even 100% more APY, but you're taking on 2 times, 4 times, 6 times more risk. If the potential downside is your invested capital can go to 0, that's not a bet that I see worth making. Maybe with a couple $100 or a small portion of your portfolio for the moonshots, but what I see happen, I've done this so I can admit that I've done this, but I see it constantly in other people is they'll bet. They're actually betting wisely, then they win big, And now they think they can never lose, and for whatever reason, they start gambling it away, and very quickly they're back to square one. And a lot of that is kind of the gambler psychology, is like, or an identity thing. For me, it was an identity thing. I didn't feel I was worthy of the money. I didn't feel like I even had the capacity to hold all that money. And so I found ways to just piss it away. And I would blame the markets, I'd blame the investment, but at the end of the day, I was creating my own reality around it. That's a topic for a different video. By the way, I love the mindset, psychological, spiritual side of money and wealth creation. Happy to have those conversations. Let me know in the comments if you want more content like that. Happy to do it. I've actually been contemplating starting another YouTube channel just for that kind of content. But what I want to impart with you, and I really hope that you consistently apply this, because this isn't just a once in a while thing. This is every single day. You're going to have decisions to make in life, and you're placing asymmetric bets. There's more upside than potential downside, and you know when to cut your losses, and you know how to hedge your downside. If you can do that consistently, because by the way, I mean, maybe you're a genius, but I'm definitely not. I know that I'm going to be wrong 9 times out of 10. You only have to be right once. I have tons of videos and ideas around the concept of you only have to get rich once. But if you're constantly placing bets that bet the farm, that are literally playing against you, even if the upside is equal to the downside and it's a 50-50 bet, if you're wrong more than you're right, you're going to lose. It's simple math. It's numbers. Asymmetric bets. Place bets that have more upside than downside. It's that simple. Think through every time you're going to click a button, make an investment. It's how I built my wealth. And the more lessons I learn from life and the more I embrace these kind of frameworks, the quicker your trajectory will be, as is mine, because you're learning the game, you're mastering the game. And if I would have known this one idea of asymmetric bets, even draw it out, it's like, okay, here's what I stand to gain, here's what I stand to lose, here's so I can hedge against that, and here's where I'll cut my losses. Just do that with every decision, especially the bigger decisions. Extrapolate that out, fast forward a few years out, you're gonna see massive momentum, massive progress. By the way, you only have to connect once. It can change your entire life, and I still see that potential. It's why I'm all in on crypto DeFi. Every piece and part of my life is all in on crypto and DeFi. It's a bet that I see worth making. You have to think through that for yourself. With that said, let me know if you want more content like this. I'm happy to share. I've got dozens of frameworks, wealth building frameworks, how I think about money, how I think about flowing money through different accounts, how I think about different buckets in my investments, how I even like every time I get paid $1, where that goes, how that gets spread out. I'd be happy to bring even more financial education type content onto this channel, because it's the foundation, it's the basis of actually seeing financial success. So do let me know if you want more videos like that. With that said, definitely like this video, subscribe to this channel. If there's ever been any value in any of these videos to you, subscribe and share a video or two with someone that you think it can support. Let's get hundreds of thousands of people financially educated and understanding Web3 and DeFi, and placing bets, not gambles, but placing bets because they see the asymmetric upside that crypto and DeFi holds for them when you're educated in this space. So do someone a gift and do us a massive favor. Let's get this in more people's hands on more screens. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.